Now.
Awesome. So, hi,
Oh,
my name is Easy.
Are you playing the one without the delayed SRAM?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, so, okay. Hello, my name is EZGames69. I created a tool-assisted speedrun of Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3, the Warps category. This is a movie with me and GoddessMaria. Excuse me, I kind of felt stupid there. GoddessMaria. And this is the category where we try to beat the game in the fastest way possible by using warps. So you're noticing that Mario is like moving very fast backwards. The reason for that is because in this game, if you hold the left and right buttons on the D-pad, it causes Mario to get very fast, or it causes him to get P-speed immediately. And so
yeah, there's no acceleration anymore. You just, as long you can see it in the input viewer in the upper left of the screen, he's pressing both the left button and the right button.
Yep. So that's what you're seeing there. It's not possible to do on a real Game Boy Advance, only because that's how the D-pad was programmed. But if you have like a controller that allows you to input that into your controller, then it should still work. I think Casual Poke Player, who's in the chat right now, said that you can do it with the GameCube D-pad.
Yeah, but no, GBI won't accept it.
Right.
Unless it's in a movie like this.
Yeah. So one of the other benefits of that type of movement is that you can get the camera to lock in place by doing an alternation of holding the left and right buttons down for one frame, and the next frame just press the right button, and then the next frame L and R, and then so on, and that causes the game to lock the screen in place until you stop doing that, and that benefits a few parts in the run. One of them being near the end of levels when we collect the panels. For some reason, it speeds up the ending transition by a few frames. And then it's also useful in some levels where you can prevent enemies from spawning or from doing some animation. So as you saw in Fortress 1, we locked the camera so that we could get past that little glowing waffle thing. I'm not sure what it's called, because I think normally you have to like duck under it when you get close to it.
And now we have lots of swag.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really all you have to know about the technicals aspects of the run. Do you have anything else you want to say, Kevin?
From a technical standpoint, you're also going to clip into a bunch of walls at the end of these levels, right?
Yes. Yeah. That's done so that we can get ourselves as close to the pipe as possible. We can get ourselves off screen, and we can stand like right at the very edge of the death zone. And then we can enter the pipe as soon as possible.
Yeah, so what made this movie possible is basically just the Game Boy interface's ability to play back movie files, and combined with the ability of Game Boy interface to flash to reflash the flash RAM on Game Boy cartridges, so we could make this cartridge act just like the way that the emulator expects with the save data initialization. And it can be complicated to do Game Boy Advance verifications, because if the game requires saving it all, then it's not possible. It's not deterministic to like track the amount of time that it takes to save. But by initializing the RAM before the run in the right way, the game will never have to do that saving process, and so it becomes deterministic. And yeah, so this one is it syncs all the way through the end now, and we can do that with a lot of Game Boy Advance movies. Now, I will also say though, it doesn't sync exactly with the movie that was made originally for the emulator MGBA. We had to make some slight adjustments during map transitions within levels. And we had to also add an extra frame at the end, a blank frame, just so that the previous up input would be detected. So there's a lot of little quirks to the way that the movie file works out, but the practical upshot that this is that this is now a fully console playing movie of Super Mario Advance 4.
Yeah, and really the only differences between the movie file that's being used right now for the console and what would be shown on emulator, aside from the SRAM stuff, is it's just 10 frames longer, because each of those transitions would be about 1 frame longer in some cases, and in some cases like it doesn't have any difference in loading. It was very interesting to see like which transitions were a frame longer than emulator and which weren't. Personally, I'm more impressed at the fact that hands, you got good RNG with the hands, because that was one thing I was really worried about with syncing this on console, but it turned out to be not an issue. So there's 2 different types of transitions that you can get at the end of stages. There's either the one that you are seeing normally in this movie, but there's also a chance that you can get one that lasts for 3 seconds longer. And I believe the difference in how you get those is just like how high you jump as Mario. It doesn't seem to be a frame. It doesn't seem to be a frame rule. It just seems to be like how much longer the game takes for Mario to get Mario off screen. But I haven't really done any research on it, so I wouldn't know exactly if that was the case. But from my understanding of this game, that seems to be the case. And so you saw Mario delay the screen there to get past those waffle glowing things. I need to figure out a better name for them. I'm sure there is. This is a really fun project to really work on.
For sure, man.
Not well, I mean, not just the movie making itself, but just the resync project, or the efforts to resync this on console. I thought that was really very interesting. How really close MGBA is right now to the console.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I feel like very few games would work as well as this one is. And the fact that we were like only 10 frames off is kind of amazing. Then we go off screen there again. So if you've watched Super Mario Bros. 3 movies before, you probably are wondering why we are not going through that door and just clipping to closer to Bowser's place. It's because the layout of his castle is not the same on NES. Like this room in particular is on a completely different map entirely. There's no way to clip into there. Got a little fun with fire flowers there just to sync it to music.
Haha, yeah.
And there we have it.
We did the thing.
You did it.
Alright, thank you for watching, guys. This has been Super Mario Advance for Super Mario Bros. 3 played back on console using Extremes' GBI, and with my and EZGames work on the resync. I will be live again in an hour and 20 minutes for a chess match with Meerkat.
And yeah, and shout outs to GoddessMaria. This movie probably would not be as fast as it was without her help. Nice. All right, so I'm probably going to upload that movie file to the website, but I'm going to make sure I make a disclaimer. This does not sync on console, or this does not sync on.
Right. It will not work in your
emulator.
emulator. It will not work in any emulator. This is just what you would need to do the console playback.
Yeah. And Drift just said nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm so happy right now. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Have a good day, dude.
You too.